Excuse me, sir. How old were you when you made your first million?
A million or billion?
Billion.
Billion, that was only recent. A million when I was 24.
So you're a billionaire?
Yes, fortunately I am.
And what's your name?
Tony Robbins. How would you not know that if you're at my home?
Excuse me, sir. Sir, is this your yacht?
Yeah.
What did you do to be able to buy a yacht? How long have you been in the business?
Long time. You got this boat? Long time.
How much was this boat?
You want me to tell you the good news or the bad news?
The bad news first.
The bad news is 120 million euros.
$100 million?
120.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, is this your G-Wagon?
It is.
And how did you get rich, man? Like, how old were you when you became a millionaire?
26.
And what line of business are you in?
I'm in the money business.
What do you mean?
Private equity.
What was the most amount of money you made in a single year?
I have, at this point, 114 companies. We do $12 billion in business per year across a variety of industries.
I have had one business that generated over $3 billion that I own personally.
What's the most fascinating thing you've learned about people throughout your career?
Well, most people.
Let's go. Dr. D, what's going on?
What's up, my guy?
What's going on?
Right, listen, you know the Paul brothers?
Jake and Logan Paul?
Yeah. Okay, so listen, Jake Paul's fight is tomorrow. Weigh-ins are tonight. I think I got you an interview with Jake. Are you down?
You talking about tonight?
Yeah.
We're up in Palm Beach.
I don't know, bro. You figure it out, bro.
All right.
Hey guys, you guys need to go.
Yeah, we're part of the private. We're part of this. We're doing a video with Jake.
I understand. Well, without credentials, I can't have you stay here. I need you to
We're
get
about
out
to
of-
get credentials.
No,
He's right here, dude. Sir, I had a question for you.
All right,
How
that's
old
good.
were you when you became a millionaire? Guys, this is about to be one of the most insane videos that you have ever seen, and I'm not kidding, because right now I'm standing in the Millionaires Playground. Scratch that, Billionaires Playground. I'm out here in Palm Beach, right up north of Miami, and there's more billionaires that live here than anywhere else on earth. And I'm gonna be cold approaching multi-millionaires, billionaires in the streets of Palm Beach today to figure out how they got rich. But that's not all, because I secured an interview out here in Palm Beach with Tony Robbins, the man who is behind the mindset of all the billionaires that you know, and he himself has made millions of billions of dollars throughout his career. So this video, like I said, is about to be insane from start to finish, so stay tuned until the end. That being said, let's get this video on the way. Excuse me, sir. Sir, how old were you when you became a millionaire? Real quick, so I grew a channel to 18 million followers, interviewing business owners all over the world to help the younger generation.
That's awesome.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, how old were you when you became a millionaire?
21.
What line of business were you in? How did you get rich that early?
Oh, you're talking to the wrong guy.
No, hey, real quick, sir. So I grew a channel to 18 million followers, interviewing the most successful people to help the younger generation.
Well, I'm not anywhere near being a millionaire.
What line of business were you in?
Nothing. I gotta go.
All right, man, have a good one. Excuse me, sir. Sir, how old were you when you became a millionaire?
I'm sorry?
How old were you when you made your first million?
16.
16?
They made their millions already.
Yeah. Wait, how did you make it that early,
We're
sir?
not doing anything.
Oh, right here, run this one. Excuse me, sir. How did you get rich? How did you get rich?
I don't do these videos.
So real quick,
I've seen your videos.
Yeah.
It's cool.
So I've interviewed over 30 billionaires in the last
I know,
4
but I
years.
don't.
What line of business were you in?
I don't do it.
Here's my
I'm an
question.
ex-professional racing driver. You can do the rest of the research.
You're a racing driver?
I was. Retired.
What was your name?
Jake Hoffman.
Jake Hoffman. One message for the younger generation that could help them out.
You're not listening.
All right, my man. Have a
You're good at what you do, but I'm just trying to tell you.
You got to be persistent, man. Have a good one. All right, you guys. So look, Palm Beach has been insane to film it so far. I can't get these people to stop and give me a second to do an interview. But look, I just got the word that while we're in Palm Beach right now, one of the biggest yacht owners meetup is happening right now in this city. So we're gonna head over to it to go find and interview yacht owners to figure out how they built their wealth and got rich in the Billionaires Playground of Palm Beach, you guys. So let's head over right now and go see who we can find. Guys, real quick, I gotta show you something right now. So this boat standing right behind me, you can see it in the background. Apparently it was bought for over $100 million, but I've got crazier news. Apparently the owner of that yacht, the person that bought it, is actually here right now, and he's on the boat. And we were told that any second now he could be coming out onto the deck, and we can actually go up and approach him to figure out what he did to be able to buy this thing. I've got no idea what this person did. I don't even know how you buy a $100 million yacht, but we're about to figure out super soon because I'm not gonna take no for an answer. I'm not gonna stop until I figure out what he did to be able to buy this thing, you guys. Come on. Excuse me, sir. Sir, is this your yacht?
Yeah.
What did you do to be able to buy a yacht?
We're in the car business.
What business?
New car business. Sell new cars.
You're in the car business. How long have you been in the business?
Long time. You got this boat? Long time.
How much was this boat?
You want me to tell you the good news or the bad news?
The bad news first.
The bad news is 120 million euros.
$100 million?
120.
What was the most amount of money you made in a single year at your business?
200 million.
$200 million? Could I interview you for 1 minute? I go all over the world interviewing billionaires and the wealthiest people to help the younger generation. Could I get a minute with you for the channel?
For the younger generation?
Yeah.
Come on.
Is that cool? Man. Thank you for having us on, sir.
How we doing?
What's your name?
John, what's yours?
I'm James. Where are you from?
Originally Brooklyn. I live in Florida now.
Yeah. Now, I have one rule for all my interviews. There's no holding back. Could we give the younger generation the blueprint on how to become successful in today's world?
Sure.
Let's make it happen. How much are you worth today?
Big money.
Big money. Have you ever been over in business?
Oh, yeah, plenty of times I had people do it, but you don't pay back so a
Yeah. What was your turning point to financial freedom? What made you want to go out there and become such a successful entrepreneur?
I learned something in my life. I don't know what the word no means.
You don't take no for an answer?
No.
Why not?
The people that doubted me, I look at them and I say, you should have never not believed what I can do. Because here you are, you're out looking to get in and I won't let you in.
Have you ever been broke before?
No.
Never been broke before?
No, I don't want to be either.
Well, what keeps so many people broke in today's world?
What happens with some people, they make their farts bigger than their
Break that one down. Break that one down.
So, in other words, they do things really bigger than they should. It's just so much food you can put in your mouth.
Right.
Don't put too much food because you're going to choke.
How old are you now?
78.
78? You look amazing for 78. Are you still running companies today?
Oh, yeah. I work every day.
Are you serious? What's keeping you so motivated? Is it just the love and the passion you have?
I just love what I do. I just feel I'm too young to retire, even though a lot of people think I'm crazy. My father lived to 101 and he worked until he was 100. I just want to keep going. I enjoy myself. I get up in the morning, I'm motivated, and I just want to keep doing things. I'm still buying companies today.
You're still buying companies today?
An hour ago, I had a guy up here, and I was buying one of his companies.
What type of company?
Another car dealership.
As a multiple nine-figure entrepreneur, what's the best financial advice you could give to the younger generation?
I will tell you that a lot of people hoard their money. What I mean by that is they make the money and they just want to see it in the bank. Money sitting in the bank don't make you money. In the early days, we used to get loan books. They looked like chance books. And I had so many loans out, and I made sure we paid them all back. And then I started saying, I'm not going to get no more loans. I'm going to try and do everything with my money. And that's what I did. Instead of putting the money in the bank, I put the money to use. Buying businesses, buying boats.
So it's safe to say that scared money does not make money.
Right. It's dangerous.
And do you believe in God?
I do.
How did you know God was real?
Look, I'm looking at myself today. I used to think I could fly without wings, but I never tried that one.
No. So you had someone there guiding you all along?
Yes.
I love that. You got amazing advice, sir. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate that. And could I get your contact?
Yeah. You want to come in for a second? You want to see inside the book?
For sure.
Come on, guys.
Awesome. Wow.
And they're really special, very expensive. This is my office. That's my new plane I just bought.
Rami, you bought this for how much?
When we first bought it, we bought it for about 90-something million.
Are you selling this boat right now?
No.
You're not? What if I put up 121?
I got two offers already on the table, one for 120 million euros and one for 130 million.
Oh, my
That people could afford it. But you know what? Christmas and New Year's we spend on the boat. I'm looking at a new boat right now. I'm talking to a couple of shipyards. I'm looking at an 80 meter. This is 74.
Yeah.
But my criteria is I'm odd. My birthday's odd. I'm born in January 15th, 1947. Mm-hmm. So if I buy a boat, it's got to be on an odd year. So it'll be 2027. So in 2027, I will have a new boat. I ordered another new plane, and then I'm going to take it easy. Can I give you guys a coffee or water or anything?
I'll have a coffee for sure. Yeah, I'll definitely have a coffee. Guys, we just interviewed an absolute mogul on his $120 million yacht, you guys. And he just gave so much amazing advice in that interview. He even let us come on and check out the yacht, man. But look, as you can see, look, we're back in Palm Beach right now. Here to come out here and find some more millionaires and billionaires that live out here, you guys. So let's keep this scene rolling and go see who else we can find. Excuse me, sir. Sir, is this your G-Wagon?
It is.
And how did you get rich, man? Like, how old were you when you became a millionaire?
26.
46?
Yeah.
And what line of business are you in?
I'm in the money business.
A buddy business? What do you mean?
Private equity, investing in companies, loving it.
So how many companies do you own today?
Today, 84 plus companies and growing.
And across all these companies, what was the most amount of money you made in a single year?
A lot.
A lot. Give me a range.
I don't know. I have had one business that generated over $3 billion that I own personally.
$3 billion?
$3 billion.
Now, I got all over the world interviewing billionaires to help the younger generation. Can I get a minute with you for the channel real quick?
Sure.
You have kids today?
I do. I have 3 teenage boys, 18, 17, 15.
Let me ask you this. If you could instill one financial principle into your kids before you leave this earth, what will that be?
I always say to them, if you spend $1, you have to go make 2. So realize once you spend that $1, you've got to go make $2 to get the $1 back. Don't spend. Discipline yourself to stack it up and then focus on, as I tell them now, if you're not studying compounding and where interest is, the private equity game is so good. Right. You don't have to be a genius to be in private equity. Yes, you need some capital, but that's why you want to save.
You built businesses doing over $3 billion a year. You're still building companies today. You own 80 companies now. Why still keep building businesses and making millions and billions of dollars? Like, why are you still
Business is fun. People are fun. I think at the end of the day, fulfillment is the number one deal. You are very fulfilled by what you do. You love it. You get a high off of talking to people, right? And you learn so much from it. So I think
we've made millions of dollars from it too.
Exactly.
You know? But it comes with loving what you do.
You got to love what you do, and everyone will find what they love. They just have to be willing to turn over a million more rocks than most people. Most people that you and I grew up with, they just wouldn't even take the chance of turning over 5 rocks for fear of what their name may look like for trying 3 or 4 ventures and falling on their face.
They're worried about what people think about them.
It's the biggest mistake you can make in your early 20s.
How did you overcome that? Because I'm sure you have people that doubted you.
I'll tell you a fast, funny story. So before the internet, I was making 6 figures a month in my mid-20s. And so back then, it was life-changing, right? But I was saving. I understood how to invest. Back in that day, there was a phone book. I never will forget. One day, I'm looking at this phone book, and I'm looking in the mirror, and I'm like, you're the biggest liar. I'm looking at myself in the mirror going, here's a phone book with every first name and last name within a radius of where I live. And so I started calling every first name. I'd say, hello, David so-and-so. I can't remember where I met you, but I wanted to give you some updates on my company. And I started going through that, and it was a big game changer for me. In my confidence level, I understood the power of leaving voice messages. So I think in today's world, the other thing that I would tell all of you is your Rolodex is your Rolex. Your Rolodex is your Rolex. And if you utilize the first
I've never
names,
heard that before.
Yep, thank you. And I believe that. I think everyone has all these contacts, you've got all these friends, but what are you putting in front of them that you feel has value, that you're passionate about, and that you feel is something that they need to purchase? If you say, trust me, order this, you'll hug me later, you're on your way.
So it's true when they say that the more hands you shake, the more money you make.
5 billion%.
You got rejected, I'm sure.
A million times.
Why did you not care about that?
Bound and determined, and I love what I was doing. I thought it had a benefit to everyone that I was reaching out to. If you don't feel like what you're putting your name to is beneficial to others, you're wasting your time.
How important is it to follow up in business with your customers, clients, whatever?
Great question. I think when you think about fear of loss, that's the awesome thing about follow-up is that you're just giving them updates on what's going on with you, what's going on with the company. And so they know things are happening without them. They know it's growing without them, or they know that they're missing out on buying something.
Right. How old are you now?
How old do you think I am?
54?
55.
If me and you died tomorrow and you had one more message to leave with the younger generation, what would that be?
Give at least 5 to 10 compliments a day to anyone that's in front of you, random people, people that you don't know, people that you do know. But make a habit every day to compliment people, and remember that we're all equal. So don't think that you're better than anyone else, and when you stay humble, blessings come.
You got amazing advice, sir. Thank you so much for your time.
Pleasure. Thank you.
I connect with all the millionaires and billionaires I interview. Could I get your contact?
Yeah.
All right, you guys, the time has now come. Look, Miami and Palm Beach has been insane, like it always is, but we are right now en route to go and interview the legendary Tony Robbins. Guys, look, Tony has generated billions of dollars of wealth throughout his career. This guy has also coached billionaires, military leaders, presidents of countries, you guys. So today, we're gonna be getting the secrets from him. He's gonna be mentoring us today on how to become financially free and how to build and create the life of your dreams. So let's waste no more time. Let's go meet the legend, Tony Robbins himself. All right, you guys, so we just got to the destination where we're gonna be interviewing the legend himself, Tony Robbins, man. We're gonna be walking through the doors in any second now. What's going on, my man? How you doing?
Ready? Fantastic.
Who are we interviewing today?
Tony Robbins.
Let's go meet the legend
Come on
himself.
in.
Come on. What's going on, Tony? Good, man. How are you?
Good to see you, man.
It's great to see you.
Thanks for coming by.
Nice to meet you, man. We're happy to be here. Who am I here with today?
Well, I think you know it's Tony Robbins. You're at my home.
The legend himself.
Yes, sir. Nice to meet you.
For those who don't know, how did you make your billions?
I'm fortunate enough to have 114 companies. We do over $12 billion a year across massively different industries. But it all started with understanding human psychology, because that's what drives all of business and all of life.
I have one rule for everybody that I interview. There's no holding back. We're going to give them the secrets and the blueprint on what it takes to make it in today's world. Can we make that happen?
I think we can make that happen.
Let's do it, my friend. Let's take a seat.
Have a seat. You got it.
There's a saying that I love. If you don't come from a rich family can come from you. You didn't come from a rich family. What was Tony Robbins' turning point to financial freedom? Tell us that turning point for those that don't know.
Actually, the earliest was when I was 11 years old and we had no money and no food. I had 4 different fathers, and my mom was a busy person. All my fathers, unfortunately, were not financially successful. And we had a Thanksgiving when I was 11. There was no money and no food. When I say no food, we had crackers and peanut butter, but not a Thanksgiving dinner. And there was a knock at the door. My parents were fighting and screaming at each other. And this man delivered an entire turkey, 2 whole bags of groceries for us. I thought it would make my father happy, but actually made him feel like he hadn't taken care of his family, or he made himself feel that way, and he left us. So it felt like the worst day of my life. But I took a different meaning from it. Number one, there's food, what a concept. But number two is like, this made me believe strangers care. Because the person who delivered the food, I still don't know who it was. They didn't want credit. They just knew we were having a tough time. My entire life, people had said, we're in a really tough environment. And it looked like everybody said, no one gives a damn about anybody else. But I had completely different evidence. And so I thought, if strangers care about my family, I'm going to care about them. And so it launched me. And I thought, someday I'll feed at least 2 families, you know. So at 17, I fed 2, and then I got to 4, and then 8. I had a little small company I grew, and eventually I got to 4 million people a year. And then 12 years ago, I decided I wanted to provide 1 billion meals in the United States. And so now that's grown. My whole life has grown from this focus on how do you give more, not how do you get more. Beyond the economics, it makes you feel fully alive, like your life has real meaning. So I'm very grateful for what I thought was my worst day became my best day.
At 17 years old, you found one of your first mentors, Jim Rohn.
That's
and
right.
You found out early on that success leaves clues. And I recently interviewed Robert Herjavec, and he told me that some of the most bullshit advice that you hear all the time is that people always tell you it's not what you know, it's who you know. Because he's saying that successful people aren't necessarily going to give you the time of day if you don't have value to offer them and a reason for them to connect and pour into you. So I want to ask you for your advice to that young person out there trying to attach themselves to the right people. They may not have a lot of credibility. What would you do if you were them? Your best networking tip to the younger generation.
I'll tell you what Jim Rohn taught me, because it's the best advice I ever got. I was 17 years old and I went to work for him because I loved what he was teaching. I thought he was a genius in business and philosophy and so forth, the strategy. And so I went to one day and said, I've got 4 fathers. They were always broke. They were good men. Help me understand why we're broke. Like no money at Thanksgiving. I don't understand. It doesn't seem fair that some school teacher makes, in those days, $40,000, $35,000 a year, and this billionaire hedge fund guy makes $1 billion in a year. And he said, Tony, listen to me. He said something I'll never forget. He goes, we're all equal as souls. You're right, but we're not equal in the marketplace. He said, if I asked you this, are there people making money, twice as much money in the same time? And I said, yeah, 10 times, yeah, 50 times, 100, yeah. How? I said, I don't know. He said, it's very simple. You have to become more valuable. You have to do more for others than anybody else in the marketplace. And so in the beginning, when I went around and tried to get around people, we didn't have the social media world that we do now where you can do some of the things you do. There was no way to get that out there. But I went to work for people. I worked as a janitor, so I'd be around them. I cleaned their desks and read all their during the night, truthfully. But then I gradually, as I kept adding value to people, and that's the whole game of life. I think the biggest challenge people are trying to figure out what they're going to get. But if you can figure out what you can give, the doors will open for you. But it has to be what people need, not what you want to give.
What's the most fascinating thing you've learned about people throughout your career?
Well, most people, rather than face their fear, they come up with a story as to why their life has not worked out. I have ADHD. It might be true, but so does Richard Branson. He's done quite well, right? Or, I was abused as a child. Well, so was I. So many people, right? Who cares, right? That's just a story. But most people, they'll come up with a wall to protect them, but the wall that protects you imprisons you. And so you have to be fearless. Fearless doesn't mean you don't have fear. It means you fear less. It means you take action anyway. Courage doesn't mean you're not afraid. Courage means you're scared, but you do it anyway.
114 companies. There's a saying that I love. Concentration builds wealth. Diversification keeps it. You weren't afraid to diversify and go into different industries. At what point do you think an entrepreneur should diversify?
That's a great question. I think the worst mistake a parent can make is they're a terrible parent, so they have a second child, right? And a third before they're really good at anything. And I see that with entrepreneurs often. Because it's easy. It becomes fun to start something new. And I made that mistake early on myself. I remember one time I was going to a bunch of billionaire friends of mine that I was coaching, and then I said, I really want your help. I have all these opportunities. And they scolded the shit out of me and said, look, Tony, you got to master this thing before you go do these other 12 things. And so I think you have to have a certain level of mastery of business, economics, and so forth. Otherwise, you spread yourself too thin. But once you get to move from being an operator to an owner, like how could I run 114 companies and be on the road and deliver and have 5 kids and 5 grandkids and a wife that I adore and so forth? It's not possible unless you really know how to leverage yourself. So I know how to recruit great leaders. I know how to scale things, and I know how to be extremely strategic. And so if you can scale and you're strategic and you hire the right people, that's how you get the job done. But running around and doing it yourself and just the whole hustle culture, I believe hustle culture is a useful thing to start things out, but then you need strategy. And I think you got to be really smart about not dividing your interest into there.
How old are you now?
65, about to be 66.
Tony, if me and you died tomorrow and you had one more message to leave with the younger generation, what would that be?
I'd say be relentless. Become the creator of your own life. Don't settle for less than you can be or do or create or give, no matter how hard it gets. Obviously, it's hard. There's nobody who's got great success in their life, or great fulfillment, even more importantly, who hasn't been pushed to the edge multiple times. But it's the person that just won't give up, who keeps moving forward, and the person who's found something they care about more than themselves. I think that's the most important thing. I don't care if it's your kids or it's your family, if it's your business, it's your mission. If there's something you care about more than you, you're going to have enormous energy for the rest of your life. If it's just about you, you don't need that much to fulfill your basic needs. And so you'll eventually burn out. But if it's about something larger than yourself, man, I get up there and I go 12, 13, 14 hours at 66 years old, and people go, holy shit, I'm 24 or 25 and I can't keep up with this guy, right? But where does that energy come from? Yes, I work out like a crazy person, but that's not enough. It's psychic energy. It's emotional energy. It's the energy of knowing what you're doing matters.
You got amazing advice, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time,
Nice
man.
meeting you.
Hey, you're a massive inspiration.
Thank you so
We need
much.
that, man.
Blessings to you.
Here we go. Let's go. Dr. D, what's going on?
What's up, my guy?
What's going
How
on?
are you? Listen, you know the Paul brothers?
Jake and Logan Paul?
Yeah. Okay, so listen, Jake Paul's fight is tomorrow. Weigh-ins are tonight. I think I got you an interview with Jake. Are you down?
You talk about tonight?
Yeah.
We're up in Palm Beach.
I don't know, bro. You figure it out, bro.
All right. We can be there in an hour and a half. Can we make it work?
I don't know, dude. Just freaking fly down here, because this is about to go down.
All right, we're gonna make it happen. Hey, we're about to go interview the legendary Jake Paul. Thanks to Dr. D, man. Look, we're about to make this happen right now. Stay tuned. We're on the way to Jake. Come on. All right, you guys, we just got to the destination where we're gonna be interviewing Jake Paul. You guys out here in Miami, Florida. You guys, come on.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
What's up, man? How you doing, bro? Nice to see you, bro.
Hey guys, you guys need to go.
Yeah, we're part of the private. We're part of this. We're doing a video with Jake.
I understand. Well, without credentials, I can't have you stay here.
Okay.
Thank you. No, guys, let me explain. I need you to
We're
get
about
out
to
of-
get credentials.
No.
He's right here, dude.
Cameras, backpacks, things like that. Please take them off and leave them.
All right, you guys, so any second now, that boy Jake Paul's gonna be coming out. He's doing a weigh-in right now with Anthony Joshua, man. He's got a fight tomorrow night, and he's about to drop some game to you guys, man. Come on, this is crazy, guys. It doesn't get any bigger or better than this, you guys. Come on. Excuse me, sir. Sir, I had a question for you.
All right,
How
what's
old
good?
were you when you became a millionaire?
Oh, I think I was like 20.
How did you get rich, man? You made a lot of millions in your career.
Man, it was really getting a lot of views back in the day from YouTube, brand deals, and then selling merchandise.
Yeah. Throughout your career, what was the most amount of money that you made in a single year?
It'll probably be like this year, close to 9 figures.
So, and that's net?
Yeah, net, yeah. Always net. Always count the net. Don't count the gross, people.
You made millions off YouTube. You made millions off of boxing. And now investing, man, in the business world. What was your biggest driving factor to your success?
Yeah, I was always fascinated by Silicon Valley, and I really started investing at 18 years old. I'm into startups, and I just loved people who were on the frontiers of tech and changing the world, and getting to be around them and hearing their vision and just helping them build their companies. And so, yeah, investing is like one of my biggest hobbies. Yeah, it's going really well.
Tomorrow night, you're going to fight one of the greatest fighters of all time. I'm going to ask you the same question I asked Tom Cruise. Do you not fear anything?
No, I fear a lot of things, man, but you know, life is about fearing it and still going after it, still pushing yourself, being outside of your comfort zone and pushing yourself outside of your boundaries. That's where success lies. So yeah, I'm definitely have fear going into the ring, but I'm harnessing it to my advantage.
And what's your self-talk like in that moment?
Yeah, first and foremost, I thank God. I know He wouldn't put me into any moments that I wasn't capable of handling. And then just belief in the vision, seeing the knockout, seeing my hand raised, staying positive. If a negative thought comes up, I look at it as like a car on the freeway passing by. I acknowledge it, but I let it go. And then just having fun, bro. I literally just act like goofy and silly all the time and dance around and talk and just have fun. If you're having fun, you're in a flow state, and there's joy, and joy brings more success as well.
Something I've been dying to ask you. You've been doubted more times than just about anybody else, but you don't give a about what anybody thinks about you. Why did you not listen to those people?
Yeah, I know who I am at the end of the day. It's just me and God. You're born alone, you die alone. And a lot of these people are pushing their own limitations that they have of themselves onto you because they believe that they can't do it. They're insecure. They're the ones not chasing the dreams. But not a single successful person has ever said anything hating on me. So it's all the people, fighters, entrepreneurs that always have great things to say. It's the losers who try to drag you down to their level. And so I just focus on the positive always.
You've never met a hater that's doing better than you.
Exactly. Facts, dog. Facts, dog.
It seems like you found God recently. How did you know God was real?
It started years ago through breath work when I first experienced the presence of God, probably 4 or 5 years ago. And since then, life has completely changed, and being able to walk with faith and connect with God through meditation, breath work, and daily prayer, there's always something that comes through, a lesson that needs to be worked on, and it's been extremely helpful and changed my life. And I'm able to walk into the ring tomorrow without any fear because I asked Jesus to take it from me.
And what's your name?
Jake Joseph Paul.
And how old are you?
I'm 28.
And your last message to the younger generation?
Find God, work hard, persevere, and practice discipline.
And don't give a what anybody else thinks.
Let's go.
Hey, you got amazing advice, man. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Congratulations, man. I'm proud
Cheers,
of you.
man. Thank you.
Bro, such a pleasure to meet you.
Hey, good to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you as well.
Hey,
I love your stuff, bro.
Thank you
Keep
so
up the
much.
good work.
Hey, I gotta do a video with you, man.
Yeah, we should do it maybe separate than this, but like
Yeah.
we'll get one done eventually.
Can I get your contact? Is that cool?
Yeah.
guys, that's a wrap on today's video, man. We interviewed back-to-back Tony Robbins and Jake Paul in the span of just a couple hours, man. My guy Jake gave a great interview, man. I need you to stop what you're doing right now. Like, subscribe for amazing content every week. Because, guys, I'm telling you right now, nobody's bringing you guys content like this. Link it up with the people that we're linking up with, you guys. Go down to the link in the description right now because you can join the #1 entrepreneur community and network in the entire world, where you get access to 8, 9-figure, and even billionaire entrepreneurs, where you get mentored from them every week on live calls that we host. We can't wait to see you on the inside. With that being said, as always, I'll see you in the next video.